We've got ourselves all made up, but one thing is missing. Can you tell what it is? What's missing is we've not done anything to our eyebrows. We have no brow product, and we're going to show you the difference it makes when you add these simple steps. Yeah, we all have an eyebrow story, or most of us do, because we've been given a lot of false information through the years, through the beauty media and the whole beauty industry, to say this is how your eyebrows should look. So if we go back to my 7th grade experience when I was 13, I had the eyebrows you want to have now.
Oh man,
big
I wish.
And thick and
Beautiful.
probably even a unibrow thing going on. But I had no guidance, as so many of us did not have guidance from our mothers or sisters. We're kind of left to our own to figure out this feature on our face.
Left to the wolves.
Yeah, and I just remember getting teased about my eyebrows, that they were too much. They were too bushy, too thick. So on my own, very type 3 of me, I went into the bathroom one night and I plucked out pretty much all my eyebrows. So I had 2 very pencil thin lines.
Oh.
And I'm sure my...
I'm crying inside. I'm weeping.
Yeah, and I was trying to fix something I felt very shamed about. And then it got worse. Didn't fix it. I remember to this day sitting and I played the flute in junior high, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And I was sitting in band class, 7th period. The boy next to me looked at me in horror, just like, he said, "What happened to your eyebrows?" And I don't think I said anything. I think I just turned away and wanted to disappear.
Over here.
So now my eyebrows became this issue in my appearance without a resolution. So here's the first tip. Many of you have been told you need to have a certain shape and a certain line to your brow. Our number 1 tip today is your natural movement will be your best movement, and your natural movement is true to your type. So follow that. Let that be your brow movement without saying, oh, this brow is better than this brow because the movement's better and this one's off.
This one's shaped wrong, or this one's not lining up like the other one. This one's better.
We have a really great video for you to learn about your best shape according to your type. There's a link in the copy. Go watch that. It is a precursor to this information. You want to be able to accept the natural movement of your eyebrows first and then work with that. We're going to show you now how to work with that to get the best look of that natural movement. And we have some great tools and products that I use, you use, and we're going to show you how to use them.
Tip number 2 is about what your eyebrow thickness is.
The quality of your brow.
The quality of your brow. So some have thinner hair there and some have thicker hair. Some will have curly hair. Some will be straight. And each one of those things determines which product we use.
Many of you probably relate to this. You wish you had those thick, really kind of more bushy brow that you had that you plucked all out and you can't get them back. That would be my story. So now I have, because of my maturing in age, are more sparse. Yet, they're long. I actually have to trim my eyebrow hair, and they actually have a wave in them. Yeah. Where you have a different quality to your brow hair.
Mine are very thin, and I have very straight. And so that...
They're very light, too.
They're very light, and that put together makes them look sparse. And eyebrow color balances your face. It frames your face. It brings your eyes alive. It really does a lot when you don't have your brows done, you are not complete. It is just not finished.
Right, and you can see, especially I have a dark lip color, and it's about the same place from, my chin, the placement here. Yep. I've got something missing now that's really not balancing with my stronger lip color and giving me a more defined and finished look. I feel finished when my brows are done.
A little more confident, a little more finished, polished.
Now, the products we're going to introduce you to today and the tools include our brow powder. There's several colors. We have a great color matching guide right on the website for you to match your correct color to your brow. What's the number 1 tip in matching color?
Match to your roots. So your natural roots, think when you were younger. So if they're darker or lighter, that will make a huge difference. So you want to match to your roots of your hair.
Our second coloring tool is a brow definer. It's like a It's like a Sharpie for your brows.
I love this thing.
Comes in several
Yeah.
3 colors. I love this. And then Brow Fix, which helps set your brow in place once you've got the color on. And this really valuable tool, the dual brow brush that has the spoolie on one end and the brow brush that's a stiff angular brush for application on the other side. We're going to show you how to use these. I actually use all the products. You use the brow powder with the brush. So let's let you start.
Okay. This is the brush on brow, and I'm using the brown, the dark brown color. And I'm going to start with this end of the brush, not the spoolie end, but the actual brush end. And I just get a little bit on there, tap, 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 and I actually tap it onto my hand just to kind of get that residue off. And I like to start here and work my way.
Notice her short strokes because you're now mimicking your own brow hair.
Yeah, and you want to
just these short little swift strokes.
And the brush, with it being so stiff, really fills in that hair. So it actually looks like hair being put in there. And you can see. And then I flip it over and I
that kind of works it into your own brow hair now.
Works it in and I get the shape a little bit. So I'm ready for the brow set. Now I can keep going and make this darker. I could actually use the other one as well. But I think for me and balance wise,
you have a lighter brow
I have a
hair
lighter, I'm a little bit lighter. I've got some blonde ends. So this is where I like to take it.
I use the black brown color. Same method. I like to, because I have those longer brow hairs. So I'm going to actually use the spoolie first to get my brow hairs in place where I want them. Now I'm going to just, again, dip little quick swipes, tap it off on my finger. Now I'm going to, starting in that same inner brow, very quick movements.
Quick.
All the way, thinning it. You'll see it's thicker on the inner brow because that's the way my brow line grows. Now I'm going to work it with the spoolie to get it in. Now I like to touch up with this brow definer. Very light touches. I'm going to just, because it creates a better shape for me because my brows are sparse enough that I need to, it's almost like I'm outlining my eyebrow.
And this stuff has a semi-permanent, it's going to stay for a while.
So then I work it with this. And it gets a little darker for it, which I can have that darker color because I have dark roots. Then I'll take my brow set.
It looks so good.
Again, lightly, because this is still a little damp and I don't want to have it bleed down, bleed above or under my brow. So you can tell. Now you might think this looks quite dark, but it's because I haven't done this one yet. So in comparison, yes, once I get this side done, it's going to be fine. And you're going to see with how dark my coloring is.
Yeah.
And I've got a dark lipstick on. So let's say if I was just doing a casual summer makeup look without any real more saturated colors, I would probably just use
the brow
brush on powder.
Brow,
the brush on powder and not the brow definer. But I like this combination because, again, the sparseness of my brows now, I just need the fill in of the brow definer.
Well, and this combination that you're using is real staying power.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna have to touch your brows till you could probably wear those brows for 2 days if you didn't wash your face.
I know.
I'm just saying, like you could probably wear those for 2 days.
I don't mind. It takes not even a minute to get your brows on in the morning. It's a very quick process.
Yeah.
Well, this brow's feeling left out, so I'm gonna get it done too.
I'm totally out of wax, so I'm gonna do it as well.
What do you think? I love that my brows can again make a statement in my life.
Yeah, and it's very well connected, like your whole now.
And I didn't try and make this brow the same shape as this one. I followed the movement of each brow rather than try and force one to look like the other.
Yeah.
So, and yours look great too.
You like it? It's a little bit lighter. Yeah, it's a little lighter than yours, but my makeup's lighter. Everything about me is a little bit lighter.
Yeah. You can see in our before and afters what a difference having your brows made up can make in your whole appearance. I've got a very dark look on my brow. I can go much lighter. You could go a little darker.
Yeah.
So see, there's that variable as well with these products to determine kind of how strong you want your brow color to be.
Kind of whatever
That looks
mood you're in,
natural.
and yeah.
An additional product that we both use is Enhance Lash and Brow Serum. This helps stimulate brow growth, both your eyelashes and your eyebrow hair. So all you're doing, and I use this even though I add lash extensions, this helps stimulate lash growth so that there's more lashes to work with when I get my extensions placed on.
Yeah. Well, as your lashes.
And yours are your natural lashes.
Mine are my natural, but as your lashes, they have phases. So you'll go through one phase and they'll
you
shed, and then you get another. So you're building up those lashes that are coming in, which is really great, particularly for extensions.
You just put it on with your evening skincare routine, just right along the upper lid line. I'll put it underneath, and then you can tap it into your eyebrow hair as well. Real simple application, and it does make a difference in stimulating that hair growth.
I used to have a bald spot right here, and after using
That's true. You could just treat different areas if you are wanting to do that.
Stimulated my bald spot.
That's great. We're excited to see your brows coming alive, creating a successful brow story. Love those eyebrows. They're an important part of your features. And get to a place where they're no longer an issue for you. I don't think about my eyebrows anymore.
I don't even
I
think.
like
And
my
it takes me
eyebrows.
30 seconds to do it, so it's easy.
Yeah, and it's a great place to be when you have the information, the tools, the products that help you really create your best appearance.